All right, welcome back. So let's go over marker types. I think those are pretty simple, and then we're going to get into emotional dynamic landscaping and all the other cool features after that. Because really, this map is based off of these three marker types right here. So vibe, spaces, and health. So remember, you can go in different settings. You can have private or public settings. Private will just be for you and your friends to see. Public will be for anyone ever live on the map with an account or without an account. With an account, you're able to store all your data and be able to add markers to however you'd like. Without an account, you'll just be able to glance at it, typically just like a weather map, right? You can go anywhere in the world and you'll be able to see it. So let's go over marker type first. So we have three different marker types, right? We have vibes, spaces, and health, mainly health barriers. If you like clarification on those, or if you like to add or suggest any of those that we don't have already, you let me know. So for vibes, we have places of three categories again. So we have places of peace, stress, and desire. Okay. So for peace, we have things such as safe, grounded, inspired, relieved, comforted. Okay. Stress traps. So ideally, not to demonize any place or person, right? There's always stress in different areas of your life, and you could have stress in a place that you usually have peace, right? So it's really just about locating them and being able to identify them as your day goes on. So that as a preface, we have things that should be generalizable. So overwhelmed, rushed, tense, invisible, drained. Okay. For me as a designer and artist, those are things I thought everyone would feel. Remember, again, if you have any suggestions, we can always add it if that's something you want. For desire, right? So desires are mainly to be on the map so that you can, get out of your comfort zone, right? And they could either go towards peaceful things or they can go towards stressful things, right? Desire is an affect that's positive and both negative. So you never know which way it might turn. It really depends on context. But in general, the topics for those are going to be sexy, electrified, thrilled, powerful, and locked in. Okay. So at any time you go somewhere, so let's say I want to go to the gym, right? Boom. I'm feeling, focused, feeling locked in over here at the gym. Then I added on there. Remember, these markers are 30 minutes, right? They last 30 minutes. Clusters last long term. So anytime you can create a cluster, right, you can have three or more within a very specific space. And then it should create that cluster within that space. Okay. Sometimes it does take a second. Let's refresh real quick. Did it do it? There it goes. So now you have your desire. Anytime you see a cluster that has these markers in it, you're able to click on it and be able to see what specific contextual vibes make up that cluster. Okay. Spaces, similar thing. If you have a space for food, so it looks like this place is known for food. If you want to add that to the public map, boom, you're able to do that. So people know in general, that's where food is. What we can also say is care points. So there's a Walgreens right there. In general, we can add that there. So that's a care point. So any point you want to go to these places, you can click on it. You can always navigate to it from wherever you are. You can also have the ability to share it with your friends, right? Or you could delete it. Okay. And then it's gone. Perfect. Yeah, pretty simple. So that's what vibes, spaces, health barriers. These are things that are going to be public health things. Some people are made aware of them. Some people aren't. The goal is to help everyone be made aware of them. So if there's an unsafe walking area that you're walking along here, I know there is somewhere over here. Some like the sidewalks aren't that great. You can add that in there so that people are made aware that is just an unsafe place to walk. Poor lighting. Let's say there's poor lighting somewhere. There's a street lamp out. Let's just say arbitrarily. You can put that on there so people are made aware. And a bunch of these other things. So unsafe walking, poor lighting, no wheelchair access, climate risk zone, poor public transit, weak or no Wi-Fi, no public restrooms, no seating in rest areas, limited water access, heat risk / no shade, no EBT support, low social support, housing insecurity zone, sundowny, food desert, language barrier, and shiesty, right? So they're made to be fun, right? Making public health fun and interesting and then engaging, right? So in any case, if that's not true, right, because I don't know if that's really there, we can always delete them. But the goal is to have this as populated as possible to the best extent, and then the users or people can filter them based off of their own personal lifestyle desires or the way that they want to view their space in general, right? This is also great for traveling. So if you ever want to go somewhere that you've never been before, right, you'll be able to see what these places are like, and then you'll be able to see what these vibes are like all in real time within the last 30 minutes of that window. So like, hey, it's really busy there, or like that's a cool vibe, not just in population, but like in need of emotion. And that's it. Awesome.